Cameron Hopkins from Chiro for Family Wellness in our Menai practice. And thanks for dropping by today to look at this video on sporting injuries. Now there is a bit of a misconception out there in the market that chiropractors are just back doctors and they don't treat sporting injuries. Well, that's actually totally false. Now we've had over 20 years experience in treating sporting injuries, and I was lucky enough to be the chiropractor for the Penrith Panthers first grade football team back in the early 90s. So we've had a lot of experience dealing with sporting injuries. Now please be aware that if we feel we can't help your sporting injury or you're in the wrong place, then we may be sending you off for x-rays. We may send you off to other healthcare professionals or possibly even a doctor or surgeon. So we always have that in our back of the mind that if that's what we need to do, then we send you off accordingly. Now with this section, just click on the various conditions or problems you may be presenting with. It's alphabetically labelled, so the first section will look after a lot of ankle related problems, which could be ligament damage or ligament strains or ankle twists. The second area, elbows, where we see tennis and golfer's elbow, even RSI of the elbow, which is a common condition we've looked after. Another section is the foot injuries or foot related problems, which can be related to any Achilles tendon problems, inflammation or strains, or what we call runner's heel. Also a section will be on plantar fasciitis, which is a common thing we see in practice. Also the knee section is interesting. We have a lot of information on what we look after when it comes to straining your knees, diagnose it correctly for meniscus or cartilage tears. And again, like I said, this may be a surgical problem, but we'll certainly be able to tell whether we can help you or not. Another section is the lower leg, where we see a lot of shin splints or we see a lot of calf strains. And the section below that is on shoulder related injuries that we see. Now that can be from rotator cuff problems to any frozen shoulders we see in our practice, which we've had some great success with. The next section is thigh injuries that we see. Now that can be a result of straining or tearing your hamstring, your quadricep muscle, or even your groin strains. And we see a lot of this with some of the footballers we see here in the practice. And the last area which we look after with a lot of sporting injuries is wrist related problems. Now this can be RSI of the wrist, straining the wrist or irritating the ligaments whilst you're playing sport, or even what's called carpal tunnel syndrome. So please be aware that as a chiropractor we see many different conditions with young children playing their sports and even adults when it comes to sporting injuries. Feel free, if you're not sure whether you're in the right place, give us a call. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And also too, there's a lot of other videos here on this website you can hop onto to see how, as chiropractors, we look after sporting related injuries and not just spinal problems. So we look forward to talking to you soon, and bye for now.